pegs or cheater pegs? Do they help or are they a crutch? I wouldn't know because I installed them on my bike and I lost the pucks within the first 5 minutes of that ride. They didn't come with instructions. So on today's episode of Motorcycle Zero, I'm going to show you how to install them so you don't make the same $50 mistake I did. Okay, so you can see that I have already ridden with these on. There's some wear on them, and I reordered the pucks, and I took them off just so I can show the installation here because I think instructions are necessary with this kit. When I reordered everything, and by the way, I got everything from Rocky Mountain ATV. I'm not sponsored by them. I like them. Cheap shipping. But they say that they come with longer bolts, which is nice, I guess, if you wanted to get 2 pucks, but I only want the 1. But if you don't want the 2 pucks, they don't give you the standard bolts either. So you only have the long bolts, which I lost the short bolts. So I either have to go 2 pucks or I have to make my own solution, which I decided to make my own solution. And that was to use one of my bolt kits for the bike and put in a shorter bolt and then another nut. Okay, so enough of my complaining about how things didn't go right for me or how I didn't follow directions or whatever. I messed up. I didn't do an online review on how to install them. I honestly thought that the pucks should be loose and they'd move back and forth for whatever reason. That was my takeaway, but I was wrong. So let's go ahead and take the bolts off and then I'll put the pegs on and we'll see how it goes. So you can see there's foam right there that goes up against your plastic so it doesn't damage them. I've got it on and I've put the pucks in the center position and tightened them down, but I'll end up getting a shorter carrier bolt and nut to make this easier to adjust as I want to. All right, so now we're gonna do the right side. The other thing to note on these, and I don't know if you can see that, there were little O-rings that came with it so you can keep the spacers on that come with the kit. This is the only O-ring that made it. The rest of them were dry rotted and just fell apart as soon as I took them out of the bag. Not that I'm complaining, it's just what happened. We're gonna see how this works out. I don't know if I'll keep just 1 puck or 2. I do a lot of desert riding, so when you're in the tack position for a long time, your legs start to get tired. I think with the 1 peg, it might give me a little bit of relief, but also I like to do a lot of single track, and I know this is a motocross bike, but that's really what I like is single track riding, so I don't necessarily want the big pucks here. I don't 2 pucks. It might be harder as I'm coming down hills to move my leg out and around, which is what I've heard. Do you hear that dog? He's been barking all day. You think he'd get tired? Guess not. That's it for today. Peace out, Girl Scout.
The end!